the all-time great Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Tony Gonzalez, Jamal Charles, and Tyreek Hill, a franchise that has won 3 Super Bowls in 6 seasons. And the all-time great Denver Broncos, John Elway, Terrell Davis, Rod Smith, and Shannon Sharpe, a franchise who's been to multiple titles and has 3 wins total. Welcome to Week 7 of the BTFL Season 3 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos here on Thursday Night Football. We are here at Empower Field in Mile High, Colorado, in this exciting matchup between these 2 high-flying teams. The Denver Broncos, they currently have 3 wins on the season, and the Chiefs have 5. We're getting here to this matchup, the 2 quarterbacks meeting each other, Patrick Mahomes and John Elway, Terrell Davis flexing his muscles. We are here at Mile High Stadium. It is getting a little bit dark between these 2 teams, and they're both about to hit the field as John Elway leads the Broncos out, and the coin toss is here. The Broncos call heads, and they will win the coin toss. They'll elect to receive first in this matchup. Harrison Butker of the Kansas City Chiefs goes deep from the 35 end over end. It'll be returned by Clinton Portis all the way to the Broncos 28 or 29. 1st and 10. John Elway, play action. He's sacked by Neil Smith. That'll be a sack of 8 yards. 4:32. It's 2nd and 18 right off the bat for the Denver Broncos as Elway goes back, fires down the right side intended for Rod Smith, and it's incomplete. And we got 3rd and 18 in this one at the Denver Broncos 20-yard line after that Neil Smith sack. John Elway down the right side to Rod Smith, and Rod Smith goes down to the 21 of the Kansas City Chiefs. Big gain there for 59 yards. 3 minutes and 34 seconds left. Terrell Davis with the pitch left, and it's a big gain of 9. As Terrell Davis gets another handoff left, and he's tackled at around the 4 for a gain of 8. 3 minutes and 5 seconds. 1st and goal at the 4 as John Elway hands it off to Terrell Davis. Tries to get more yardage, and he only gets to around the 2. Terrell Davis up the middle, touchdown. Broncos get on the board first. Big touchdown run by Terrell Davis. TD, they call him. And Jason Elam will add the field goal. The kick is up. It's good. Broncos take an early 7-0 lead with 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Jason Elam will kick it off to Larry Johnson, waiting around the 3-yard line. Makes it to 11, gain of 8. 1st and 10, 2 minutes and almost 30 seconds left. Patrick Mahomes with the play action. He'll throw it to Christian Okoye, and it's incomplete. Short left. 2nd and 10 as Jamal Charles would take the handoff down the left side. He'll run for a gain of 4 to the Chiefs' 15. 3rd and 6 for Mahomes. Another handoff to Christian Okoye, and he makes it to the 26-yard line, maybe the 27. Big gain of 12 for the big man. Mahomes hands the ball off again to Jamal Charles. They've been mostly getting it done on the run to the 48 of the Kansas City, gain of 21. 1 minute and 17 seconds. Patrick Mahomes tries to hand it off to Charles. He'll lose 6. 2nd and 16. Mahomes trying to get the passing game going as he would fire it down the right side. It's incomplete. Too deep, intended for Otis Taylor. 3rd and 16 at the 42 of the Chiefs. Mahomes would pass it left to Jamaal Charles. He'll gain about 4, but he's unable to get to the sticks. Jarrell Wilson, will punt the ball off right before the end of the first quarter, and it will roll into the end zone. Touchback. Broncos lead 7-0. We're going to the second quarter. Welcome to the second quarter. It's Hank with the PR52 YouTube channel here with this Sunday night football game between the Broncos and the Chiefs. Big run right for 2 yards for Terrell Davis. 2nd and 8. 4 minutes and 47 seconds for the Hall of Famer John Elway, throwing it right, and he loses 1 off of Terrell Davis. 21-yard line. Got to get the first down. This is a big third down for the Broncos. Throwing it deep down the left side, diving, but it's incomplete, intended for Demaryius Thomas. 4th and 9, Tom Rowan. He'll punt the ball off. Larry Johnson waiting at the Kansas City 19. He'll power this ahead. Larry Johnson was one of the better Kansas City Chiefs in the middle of the early 2000s. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Patrick Mahomes would find Otis Taylor over the middle, and they finally get into Denver Broncos territory to the 34. Big gain of 31. 3 minutes and 7 seconds left here. Jamaal Charles left. He'll lose 3. 2nd and 13. Patrick Mahomes, he'll sneak up the middle, and that's a gain of 5. 3rd and 8. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the half, as Patrick Mahomes would scramble up the middle to around the Denver 20 for a gain of 12. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left as Mahomes up the middle loses 2. So they've been trying the run and the pass. Mahomes has been trying to do this by himself, and he'll be sacked by Karl Mecklenburg. That's a big sack for the Denver Broncos as it's 3rd and 22, and it seems like they're getting far past field goal range, and Mahomes would fire it out of bounds to Otis Taylor. 4th and 22 for the Broncos, trying to add some points inside 2 minutes of the second quarter. Harrison Butker's field goal is 49 yards. It's up and it's good. 7-3 score between the Chiefs and the Broncos. Harrison Butker would kick it off to Clinton Portis to the Broncos 13, and he'd return it to the 26. That's a gain of 13. Minute and 25 seconds left in the half as TD loses 2. Denver calls their first timeout. We got a minute and 16 seconds left in the half. John Elway's fighting to not get sacked. He moves away from the sack. He'll throw it down the right side to Terrell Davis. It's intercepted! Intercepted by Albert Lewis for no gain. That was looking like a big play for Terrell Davis, but the Chiefs will take over. Let's see what they can get. Jamaal Charles runs left for 3. With less than 30 seconds, I'm not sure what the Chiefs can accomplish. Let's see what we can do. We've seen stranger things in the BTFL. As Patrick Mahomes throws it to Jamaal Charles, and that'll be the half. The score is 7-3 in favor of the Broncos. We will go to the halftime show, and we'll see you guys on the other side. We're here with the halftime show. The Kansas City Chiefs at Denver Broncos at Mile High Thursday night, Week 7. Big AFC East rivalry. John Elway deep to his longtime receiver, Rod Smith, as he gets it into Chiefs territory. This would lead to a few plays later. John Elway up the middle, TD with the TD, putting the Broncos up 7-0. But a few drives later, Patrick Mahomes would get it started. Elevatoring it up, Otis Taylor gets the Chiefs in Broncos territory, and then Mahomes would step into the pocket, and he would scramble to the 20, but a big sack here by Karl Mecklenburg would cause a Harrison Butker field goal attempt. It's up and good. It's a 7-3 game. Now to the second half. It's Hank with the PR52 YouTube channel, and I'm back with the third quarter of this Thursday night football game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. All-time great teams. Jason Elam of the Broncos will kick this one off. It'll go again to Larry Johnson at the 14. He'll gain 5 to the 19. 3-7 is the ball game. Chiefs have the ball first in this half, and Chris Harris with another sack of Patrick Mahomes. I think that's 3 or 4 sacks of Mahomes so far in this game. Mahomes again with the play action. He will fire it left, incomplete. 3rd and 19. Let's see what he can accomplish. Patrick Mahomes, he is I think he's like a 2 or 3-time league MVP. He's won 3 Super Bowl MVPs, and he's unable to get past the sticks, as that's a 9-yard gain for Jamal Charles. Jarrell Wilson, he'll punt the ball off to Clinton Portis. And this is a deep one. This will flip the field as Portis gets it from the 20, gets it to around the 35 for a gain of 15. 3:10 left in the third quarter. Elway back, throws it over the middle. It's incomplete, intended for Demaryius Thomas. 2 minutes and 56 seconds. 2nd and 10 as Elway goes back, pressures in his face. It's intercepted by Albert Lewis, intended for Shannon Sharp, and they're unable to get it, and the Chiefs get a big interception. They're in great field position. Mahomes with the play action rollout, goes over the middle, finds Tyreek Hill, first down. At the Denver Broncos 28, Chiefs are moving towards the end zone at a very good rate as Mahomes, he play actions, finds Tony Gonzalez, and Tony Gonzalez is in the end zone. The first touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs in this game, and this goes by way of Patrick Mahomes to the Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez, as Harrison Butker as the extra point. It's up and it's good. Less than 2 minutes in the third quarter, Clinton Portis would get the return, and he would end up getting to the Broncos 25 for a gain of 11. Less than 2 minutes in the third, Davis pitch left, and it gets no gain. 1minute and 14 seconds, 2nd and 10, as Neil Smith would end that play for John Elway, losing 7. At the Denver 18, 3rd and 17, John Elway's got pressure, finds Rod Smith, and Rod Smith finds the sticks. But Rod Smith is still on the field, and he is down and injured, eventually finding his feet. He'll be replaced by Ed McCaffrey, who is a sure-handed receiver in the same era, but definitely not as talented, as the pitch left to Terrell Davis to midfield. That's a gain of 13 with less than 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. This might be the last play of the quarter. Elway rolls out, throws the ball right to Terrell Davis. That's a big pickup, gain of 23. And that's the end of the third quarter. And we are here at the final quarter of the game. 10-7 for the Broncos. They are down by 3, and Elway is sacked by Willie Lanier. The sacks have been flying in this game, as it seems like the offensive lines have been unable to protect these quarterbacks. Terrell Davis down the left side after the pitch. He'll gain 12 to the Chiefs' 17. 1st and 10, John Elway, another pitch left to Terrell Davis, and it is 2nd and 7 after a gain of 3. Handoff right to Terrell Davis. He's 2 yards away from the sticks as it's 3rd and 2 with less than 4 minutes. Davis with the pitch left. Again, they've been spamming this pitch left but he gets the yardage needed to get to the first down marker. It's first and goal at the 7. Terrell Davis is trying to find the end zone. He gets stopped at the 1. Second down, I believe, as John Elway will go back. Find Ed McCaffrey for the touchdown. Broncos take the lead over the Kansas City Chiefs. Ed McCaffrey was on the bench. Rod Smith gets injured, and now Ed McCaffrey makes the game-saving touchdown, but there's still time remaining in this game. After the extra point, Jason Elam would kick this deep to Larry Johnson, and Larry Johnson is going to return it from the 8 all the way until the 36 for a gain of 28 yards. Mahomes at the 36-yard line. Pressure in his face. He's incomplete right, intended for Otis Taylor. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs, as Mahomes would go back. Finds Jamal Charles, but he's tackled for a loss in the flats. Chiefs use their first timeout, and it's 3rd and 15 after that 5-yard loss. Mahomes goes back, an offensive lineman gets right in his face. He'll fire left. It's incomplete, intended for Tyreek Hill. They've got a big decision to make. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. They might trust their defense here, as they'll let Jarrell Wilson punt to Clinton Portis at the 11 of the Denver Broncos. Portis is going to take it out to the 18 for a gain of 7. Minute and 31 seconds left. 1st and 10 at the Denver 18. The handoff left to Terrell Davis. He makes a big move right there, as he'll run for a gain of 7 to the Denver Broncos 25. Chiefs call their second timeout. Another run up the middle to Davis, and the Chiefs would call their final timeout. There's not much time for them to be able to stop the clock. 1 minute and 7 seconds. Elway back. He's fighting a sack, but he'd be sacked by Neil Smith. And there are no more timeouts remaining. 2nd and 16. Elway back. Fires left. And it's in the air. It's caught wide open as Demaryius Thomas. And that'll probably ice the game down. Anything could really happen in Tecmo Super Bowl, but that seemed to be the dagger in this game. Terrell Davis left, and did he get the first? Yes, he did. Another first down for the Broncos. Pitch left to Terrell Davis. He stopped. The Broncos win this football game with a final score of 14-10. Big game for both of these teams. It was a defensive show. A lot of sacks, a lot of interceptions. But that's it for this one in Denver. This is Hank with the PR52 YouTube channel, going to the postgame show. Welcome to the postgame show. Chiefs-Broncos, Thursday Night Football, Week 7. John Elway in the second half would make some key mistakes. 2 interceptions here for Albert Lewis. This would be one of his interceptions, and this would lead to the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, who's a Houdini in his own right, he's magically finding the ball into the Cheetah's hands. Tyreek Hill, another play-action rollout, this time to the Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez, and Tony Gonzalez helps the Chiefs go up by 3. Now into the late stages of the third quarter, John Elway would throw short to Rod Smith again, longtime receiver, but Rod Smith comes up injured. This is a big loss for the Broncos because Rod Smith was so good. He'd be replaced by Ed McCaffrey. Give him the salute. John Elway would throw it right side to Terrell Davis. TD with a big gain, and then would flip it left to Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis got it quite a few times on this drive in order to help the Broncos get closer to the end zone. This one, Terrell Davis is down at the 1, and then John Elway finds his newly minted receiver, Ed McCaffrey. Give him the salute, and big play by John Elway. Broncos with the ball with a minute left, 3rd down. They need to get the first down in order to ice this game off. Elway dot deep to Demaryius Thomas, and the Denver Broncos would win this one 14-10. Big upset for the Broncos, and we'll go to the week. See ya.